npm test is basically saying that it's not deleting anything out of the array, which is interesting. But when we, I'm not started. Oops.
I think you can just do npm start. You should invoke nodemon.
There's no entry point set in package.json.
Oh yeah, that's no good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want
No
to ask them to set their own entry point. So yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, git posts returns that. If we do delete and pass in the ID of, I'll just pass in something wrong for now. I don't know.
Take the comma off of line 2.
Oh, that's what's wrong. Okay. Yeah, so there we go. Returns the error message just as we described. And then, of course, if you pass in 2, and then we do a get, it's gone. So it works exactly as we expected it to, but
the test
doesn't pass. The test is saying that it doesn't delete anything.
Okay. Could you open up, while the server's running, open up a new node console in your terminal on the bottom there with a little plus sign?
Yeah.
And we can run the test adjacently?
Sure.
Yeah, maybe pull that up a little bit so we can see.
Yeah.
Huh. Insertion error. Expected array file. And does it say anything below that? Nope.
No. That's basically it. It's just pointing to that line in server test.
Let's see, what is it, what kind of data is it dealing with? Okay. Lines 223 on post 1, post 1. Huh. Whoa. There we have it. Sometime the test suite is not perfect.
I'm not just missing something, right? Like it should just work because it works in Postman, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, I love digging into these things. If you would be so kind as to restart your server, and we could just sort of step through it a little more slowly for my old eyes.
Sure.
Oh, what's all that madness?
Okay, I just restarted it.
Oh, wait, sorry. Which? So that's the testing suite we just ran, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here's nodemon.
And what's that syntax error thing?
That's from when I was accidentally passing in a comma. Let me.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Let me just clear it out, and we'll. Whoops. Okay.
Alrighty. So yeah, let's just do the basic get. So we've got ID 1 and 2. Okay, so let's try your delete. Oh, and one question or one thing to show you. Go back to the get.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you a nice little trick that makes it somewhat easier for me as a student. Up at the top of Postman, next to where the orange button is, see the plus?
Yep.
Actually, no, down where the orange circle is. That
This
place.
one?
You
Yep.
can open multiple tabs and then switch between the tabs,
Okay.
having to constantly deal with all the, contextual menus and blah blah blah, and just use the stuff like they're ready to go.
Right.
Hey, can you add another post before you delete and try to
Yeah.
delete the middle one, like the
Yeah,
middle
sure.
one, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see here. Uh,
Satish made me do it. Oh,
okay.
and Nikhil asks a good question. Do you have dummy data that could be messing with the tests? And I think 1 and 2 are dummy data, right?
Yeah, they are dummy data. I did have dummy data, but I actually commented it out and tried it without the dummy data, and it doesn't affect it. It does the same thing either way.
Good thinking, Nikhil.
Fine,
So there's the
cool.
post 3
Try
return back.
Yeah, and confirm.
There's all of them there.
do it the middle one now, like the
Middle
ID.
one, okay. 2.
Does that need to be?
Whoops.
ID needs to be in quotes,
Oh, right, and the URL.
Oh yeah.
the JSON.
Yep.
Reloading.
That's interesting.
Did we break anything?
Yeah, just try to get again, just see where it's at. Okay.
Still getting.
Maybe cancel the request. We got it in JSON application. Yeah, maybe, try it again.
What's the delete route? Is it just posts?
Yeah, it should just be posts.
Okay, now cancel the request and try deleting the last one.
Sure.
Okay, we broke.
What did we do?
Well, let's just try. Are we spelled? My screen resolution's a little low. We're localhost :3000/post.
Oh, you know what? I've got it spelled wrong. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, Nicole.
Okay.
Super cool.
Send.
Let's try.
There we go. And then, oh, go back to here. And then it's gone.
Okay,
And
well,
then let me add it back in. Post. Send. Okay. Sure, it's all there. And then I will try deleting out the middle one, and we'll see what happens. Okay.
So, which means the tests are kind of the tests need to be changed a bit, I guess. Yeah, what you're doing is absolutely right.
Yeah. Besides the bug where we're incrementing the ID
Yeah, I just
by
saw
one
that.
on accident.
Well, let's try this. Let's go to your server.js code and let's comment out your dummy data and let's try running the tests again after we save.
Sure.
Failed to save? What? Oh, look at that error message. What does that say? Failed to save server.js. The content on disk is server. Click compare to check. Did you do like a git stash or something recently?
I didn't, but
Yeah, do a git stash. There's something funky going on in there. Oh my goodness, what's that? Get cracking. Oh my goodness, I don't support Get Cracking. I don't know what.
You don't support it?
No, I mean I like it. I'm down for it. I just don't know anything about it.
Let me see here. Yeah, I did something funky. Let me see here.
Can we just run a git status?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
I don't know what Get Kraken does. I like their logo though. Like Cthulhu. Patrick OS does not support Get Kraken. Yes, sir. Yeah, let's compare. Because that to me looks like there's a stash or something going on, and it basically just wants. And let's scroll down to the bottom. See on the right, there's the scroll with the colors to show you the global view. You've got two other changes all the way down at the bottom. And do you have any sense of which one you would prefer? User success?
Yeah, the success. Yeah, I changed those so it would pass the test.
Okay, so if you go up to the top, let's just, we can uncomment things out again, but yeah, the hook arrow is the one that will take you back to the former change. Boom. Now do a git status again, and it looks like everything's saved. On branch, up to date, nothing to commit, working too clean. Now let's comment that stuff out. And those git error messages at the bottom are the ones that you wanted? Or the status messages are the ones you wanted?
Yep. I created a new branch. I think that messed it up. I created it locally.
Ah, gotcha. You will, like pulling, well, if you're working in branches, or if you're working with a collaborator and pulling stuff in from them, it's always a good habit to make sure before you do any branch switching, before you pull anything in, that all your local files are saved and that all your stuff is committed in your local Git repository, and that when you do Git status, it says everything's up to date in Kansas City.
Gotcha. Okay.
That will minimize some of those headaches, because if you're pulling and switching branches with unsaved changes and stuff, it can some going on in the background. So we are still seeing the same error, which is frustrating. So yeah, Satish, I think you're right. There's something funky with the tests.
Patrick?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Karthik made the tests. I'm pretty sure that they're accurate. The code should tell you on the terminal what wasn't passing up above if you scroll it up. It should give you like the data that it's
keep scrolling up there, Peter.
This is all it gives me is just the output.
Scroll up to where you actually entered the npm tests command.
Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay, so so all we're getting is the assertion error, expected one. And Wesley, absolutely, I concur. And Karthik is I don't know what, he graduated from, worked at Stanford in the computer science.
He's a Stanford professor.
Yeah, I mean, he knows what he's doing, so I'm more than likely to suspect that his tests are on point. But
I can work with Peter on the side and go through it. You can go ahead and get some more questions.
Yeah.
You should write some tests to test the tests. Yes, exactly, and that you will be doing. Aaron, why does my search not find new posts that I've added that it should find? I do not know. Would you be so kind as to share your computer screen and give us a demonstration of your logic and the behavior that you're seeing?
Okay. So, yeah, all right. So, let's see. What do you want to see first, my code or Postman?
Let's see the behavior, and then we can investigate the code.
Okay. So, I mean, I've already added the same comment like 3 times, but I'll add it again. So let's move that.
And I'm sorry, Aaron, just to bring me up to speed with what you're working on, is this the Node Express Lab project, the mini, or
Yes,
it's a
the
lab?
Express Lab.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So when I post a new one, it gets added. So that was just added. I don't know if you noticed before there were 6 of them, and I was saying. But if I go over here to post and don't have the search term in it, it still finds all of them. Okay. But if I put in my search term, wait. Come on, gotta spell it right, or it's okay. It only shows that one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But if I do another one that should match, so that one matches multiple ones, like it should.
Well, before we
So
dive,
it seems to.
oh, what's that?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no,
So
I
it
was,
seems to only be looking through the dummy data. It would be my guess when it does the query.
yeah. Before we dive into the code, I was just going to say, does anybody have an intuition about what might be causing this kind of behavior, just by looking at the getting of the data and using the term search? I'll take that as no. That's fine.
Right.
So yeah, let's take a look.
Nikhil has an answer. Hold on.
I should probably look at CS7.
I mean, no, it shouldn't be because I didn't set that up as my endpoint. So
yeah, let's take a look at your
you
code.
want to look at this? Yeah. So let's see. Interesting. It's giving me a linter error, so maybe that's the problem. I don't know. Why is it giving me that linter error?
I'm sorry, I'm not terribly familiar with VS Code. Where is it showing about a linter error?
I have a little red squiggly down there.
Oh, gotcha. If you hover your mouse over it, does it?
Hold on, wait. There we go. Oh, it's an indentation. Why does it want to be all the way over there? Whatever. Fine. I don't think that will fix the problem.
Likely not.
But you want me to test it anyway?
Well, actually, what I would suggest, since we're in VS Code, or if you want to pull up a console, run the test suite.
Okay.
One place to start.
Okay. I got that running. Hold on, let me see. Oh wait, no. Okay, so yeah, let's go move over to. Come on. Oh yeah. Let's see. Sorry. Okay. Hmm. So is it in this? Let's see. Is it in that folder, or do I need to go into my source folder?
Um,
And I ran yarn. Does that matter? Should I do yarn test?
no, I mean, the Yarn and NPM are just package managers. I think you could do Yarn test, but NPM test, you might have to specify source/server. Or what is, does anyone know the test path is test slash, or I think it should just be, yeah, Yarn or
Okay.
test. Try NPM test. That should work.
Anyway, I ran. Let's see. I ran yarn test. It seemed to work. I mean, I haven't gotten through all of the stuff left to do. I'm just on the. Let's see which. All of them say post filters the post by title.
I guess you need to have exact routes to pass the tests, and you have different routes. So
Oh,
See,
yeah.
Nikhil,
I don't think. Yeah, I don't know if the test is going to until I'm to the point where I'm actually got all the stuff. I don't know how much the test is going to help me right now.
yeah, it's my
I'd rather
personal,
just debug the. I just rather
yeah,
debug the code.
it's
Well, I
my
know what I'm
personal
doing.
opinion as well. So yeah, I'd say just go with the flow and
Okay.
implement all the routes, and then test it in the Postman, and then come to the tests.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So this is my query.
Okay, let's see. You're pulling off the term, then you're checking if there is a term. Post dot filter. Okay, just converting everything to lowercase so that's not case sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then less than one. Okay. Um,
And that works too. Usually, if I search for a word that's not in the array, it'll give me that response.
I guess you don't have to split. The includes will work for arrays, strings as well.
That's what I thought too. But some other TA told me that I had to do that.
Now you're
Some
just
other
blaming
TA
us.
that will not be named.
Now you're just blaming us, huh?
But I mean, I could try taking those out.
Yeah, I mean, includes works on strings as well for sure.
Yeah, it should. Okay. I mean,
You could have
it
a
doesn't make any sense to me as to why that would be the problem.
no. That wouldn't be the problem. Just saying. So
Let me make sure. Let's see.
this
Yeah, it
easiest.
still works without the split.
I have almost exact the same code and it works, and I just can't understand why.
Do you want to look at my posts
Yeah.
code? Because that's probably the problem. It would be my guess. I would guess that would be where the problem is because it's obviously not searching through my posts.
Post seems fine.
could we maybe take a look at your dummy data?
Okay.
That looks like sure there's nothing funky going on between lines 25 and 31. It's just comments.
You can look at it.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh no, that should be fine.
I mean, I can delete them.
No, that's fine. They're fine. I just.
So the problem now is it won't search through the posted data or the posted objects.
Yeah, the posted objects gets added to the data.
Mm-hmm.
When I do get without a query term, this works. So it returns posts, and post now has all the new data in it.
Okay.
Okay. But when I but when I run that section right there, it only searches through. It seems to be only searching through the original posts. Is it because I made search array a const? So that if I search again, it can't change, or?
Well, easy enough to test if you want to try changing line 41 to let.
You mean 44?
44, yeah.
It's not gonna like it because it says I don't reassign it anywhere else. But
I don't understand. Okay, we can work through this on the side.
okay.
So I'll just send you a Zoom link.
Okay.
Let the students ask if there are any more questions.
Yeah, and I apologize. I didn't start recording this until a little late. Hopefully my Windows computer will handle it.
Do y'all think, real quick, do y'all think Nikhil's point matters?
Oh, what did he say?
Should I try to change the endpoint to search? Well, I don't know.
Abi.
Because I have both search and just regular get in the same function, so I mean I could separate it out, I guess. Anyway.
I mean, I think
Right.
Satish's point is good that you know, to work with the code as you understand it to get the functionality and behavior, and then maybe Nikhil's point is something you could address. And that might help you pass the tests.
Yeah.
We are getting close to the top of the hour. Any other questions from anyone? Eileen, Devin, Mike, Tiffany, Russell, Dixie, Richard, Daniel, Nathan, Roy, John, Kevin? I see you saying something, Devin, but I can't hear you.
I'm trying to weigh out what I would actually ask because I got so many things going on in my mind. I don't really know what to ask. So, of anything, I'll reach out when it comes to.
Awesome. Eileen, good. How am I? How are you? Looks like Satish has answered that one. Good. Satish is good. Oh, good. Everybody's having fun pair programming. What else have we got going on today? Sorry, I'll try and adjust my head to actually look at my camera. Hello. Awesome, Dixie. Good to hear. Sounds like you guys are moving forward. Eileen's having fun. Cool. Well, there are, what, 2 hours left in the day? Your partner is cool. Love that. Always got to give props to the peeps. Like all the ones I've worked with before. Well, now you just lying. No, that's awesome. I love seeing everybody working together. If there are problems, feel free to reach out to me. Let me know. But it seems like everyone's working together real well. So I will go ahead and wrap up this meeting. I will post. I think I got around the time Peter started asking questions. I started recording, so I do apologize for that. But that will go up onto Piazza. And otherwise, Devin and anyone else, y'all got questions? We're here. Please make use of the /question tool so we can get to your questions first come, first serve. And otherwise, push up those commits, submit those PRs, and get cracking. Get cracking. Yeah. Yeah, Peter, you'll have to show me how you use that and teach me some tricks with that thing. Previous ones worked outside of feature. Oh my goodness, Redux 2 bugs. You know the language you're speaking anymore. All right, you guys. Thank you everyone for jumping in. Thank you very much to all the TAs for helping out, and we're still here. So make use of us while you got us. Use us, don't abuse us.